getting high tech here. So I'm actually, it all began many, many years ago. It was probably 1976. And, yeah, 76. And, elementary school. This is it. Sipesville Elementary School. This was the place that I started my career for, what, 13 years, K, and I know I don't want to miss any, but there's Valerie and Jackie. We didn't have any Britneys or Tiffanys, to my knowledge. We didn't have any Beyoncés. I don't think we had any Taylors. Not that those aren't all great names, because they are. But we didn't have any of those. I know there's a lot of, I think we had Jeff, Chris, Michelle, Leanne. Oh boy. Did I say David? I think there was only one Bill. Me. But anyways, this is where it's at. This was our library here, if I'm not mistaken, and then go down that hallway would be our let's see here. First building room on the left was 5th grade, I think, and then the last room down on the left was 1st grade, and then across from that would have been kindergarten. Obviously, it is locked. Oh, it's not. That's kind of scary. So, use bell on wall. I don't think there's anyone here. But again, that would have been, I think, 5th grade. And that was 1st grade. And over here was kindergarten. And everything looks so small. But the flooring, if you look, that is original. If I'm not mistaken, that is original. Those bricks, original. So this is, yeah, all original. Now over here in this wall room here was the nurse's station. On Jenny Barnett. Jenny Barnett's grandma, Ida Mae, was our nurse. So cool. Yeah, here's the nurse's room. Right there. Then I think this was 2nd or 6th grade. This would have been 6th grade room. I can't remember his name, but he was a schmuck. And then this was, I think, 2nd grade. Mrs. Riggs. She was also the principal of the school, because the office was like right next door where all the teachers hung out in the mimeograph machine. Do you all know what a mimeograph machine? That's what we called it. I think that's what we called it. But it like rotated, and they put it on there and they went like that. And it had that blue ink that smelled really nice. I always sat in the front seat because I couldn't see. Plus, that's where you did the most learning, of course, was the front row and the front seat. So I'd always, I shouldn't even say this, I would sniff the paper. I'd sniff the paper because, quite honestly, it smelled good. That's sad, but I don't care. Now down at this end, I don't know if we can go in or not. We cannot, but that's okay. Down at this end, it's hard to see. Oh, you can see. This was 3rd grade, and that was 4th grade, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. and Mrs. Griffith, I don't think they started out that way. They were, single, and then they started dating, and then they got married. And she had long hair. I'm sure Valerie can remember, and all of the others can remember. She had the longest hair, and then she put it up in a bow with one of those wooden things with a stick through it. But she was a great teacher. I don't know if she's still around or not. Not a big fan of his. Sorry, Mr. Griffith, if you ever see this. Mr. Ross was our 5th grade teacher. And I'll be honest, I can't remember our 1st grade and kindergarten teacher. But anywho, just a little walk down memory lane. But yeah, this was our school. I want to pan around a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see or not, but if you notice, oh, I can. The mountains. So those are the Laurel Highlands. So hard to believe that I went to a school where I had a view like that every day. And in all honesty, the town of Sipesville has not changed a bit. Looks just like it did 30 years ago, well, more than that, 48 years ago when I was born. But we're gonna take a quick look here, and I might get closer when we get closer to it. But right up here, I'm gonna point to it, this field right there. See that green field? It looks like a reversed L. That was my farm. That was Dad, Poppy Horner. That was his fields. Way up there. And then the one over here to the left, right there. Those two big green empty spots was the Horner farm. So it's really something to see that from this view. That was not my farm here though. So those big blue silos, that was not us. I'm not quite sure whose farm that is from here, from this angle. It's hard to tell. But pan around here a little bit more. There we go. So beautiful mountains all the way along. Yeah, it runs for miles and miles, the Lower Highlands. So on the other side of that, of course, was Westmoreland County and Seven Springs and Hidden Valley. So really, Seven Springs and Hidden Valley were just literally on the other side of those mountains. A lot of snow. Well, that's all for the moment. I hope you enjoyed walking down memory lane here for a few minutes. I'll post this on Facebook so everyone can enjoy. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.